Hi, my name is Amanda, and I have trichotillomania. I am 18 years old, and I have had trich since I was in 3rd grade. The biggest case I can remember in 3rd grade was when I sat there and pulled out all my eyelashes. I was sitting there watching TV, and for some reason my hand just kind of went up and started to pull all my eyelashes out, and I didn't really think anything of it. I was just doing it. I was bored and watching TV, so I didn't realize how bad I was pulling until I looked down and there was a giant pile of my eyelashes. And I knew that probably wasn't the best thing, but I was 3rd grade. I didn't really think much of it. It didn't set in until my mom got home and saw that all my eyelashes were gone that I realized I'd done something I probably shouldn't have. And I had to live with the consequences. Every day I went to school, I had people ask me, did you pull out all your eyelashes? And why would you do that? And you're not supposed to do that, and all that stuff. So, I definitely regretted doing it, but, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, really. So, I apologize for all the sniffing throughout the video. I have a cold, but, the pulling didn't really get bad until I hit high school. And during my freshman and sophomore years, I was okay with it, and I pulled, obviously, but it wasn't a constant pulling. I was just every now and then pull. And it stayed that way for a little bit, and then I got myself to just pull at the ends, just the dead ends, just take those out. But for some reason I switched back to pulling. I don't know if it was feeling my hair again, or I don't know, but my junior year I began pulling again, and it got really bad. And I would pull all the time, and I couldn't stop myself. I would just pull and pull and pull and pull. It got really bad when I got a boyfriend, and I went to his house, and we were sitting there watching TV. He was in a chair in front of me, and I was sitting on the floor behind him. And I began to pull, and I pulled a lot. I actually can show you how much I pulled because it's starting to grow back now, but I was really embarrassed by it because I knew this isn't something I should be doing, and I didn't know what he would think. We'd only just started dating. Why would anyone want to date someone who pulls their hair out? So I got a really big pile next to me, and I got really, really embarrassed. So, I got rid of the pile as fast as I could without him noticing. And then, whenever he would catch me with my hand in my hair, I would make it look like, oh, I'm itching my head, or I'm just twirling my hair, or something. I wouldn't pull in front of him. I didn't pull in front of anybody. I was doing good with hiding it, and I probably could have kept it up, but I'm glad I came out and told my mom, who, she does my hair. She cuts it, she dyes it, she does all that, and I hadn't had it done since I had that really bad pull. And so I wanted to get my hair done again. I wanted to put some more color into it. So I went and talked to my mom, and I told her that I wanted to get my hair done. And then I remembered that I have all these short hairs coming in at the top of my head, and I knew she was going to see them. There's a lot of them. It's not something you can really hide. And so I told her that I pull my hair out, and I told her that don't be alarmed, but there's a bunch of little hairs, and there's a couple bald spots. And she, I really don't know how she took it. She was kind of concerned and worried and scared all at the same time, so whatever you want to call that. She told me that pulling your hair out is a disorder, and especially if I can't stop. She told me that the name of it was trichotillomania, so I went home and I looked up what trichotillomania was, and it described me word for word. I found other girls who had trichotillomania, and they seem to have the same exact stories as me. So my mom, she's been there for me through a lot of this. She bought me fidget toys, she bought me hats, she set up doctor appointments, she drove me to doctor appointments. She's been there for me. My dad, he knows about it, and he understands what I have, but I don't think he gets it really, which is okay. I don't expect him to. It's hard to get, even for me who has it. And my boyfriend didn't take it too well. he was just more confused, and he didn't quite get how someone can sit there and pull their own hair out and not be able to stop it. No matter how hard I tried to explain it to him, he didn't seem to get it. But he gets it now. I don't know if he actually does, but he's trying to be there for me. He's trying to make it to where I'm getting through things, and he's always making sure I'm not pulling. But sometimes I don't want to hear that. Sometimes I want to pull, and I don't want to be told what to do. So, yeah, I joined a support group, and these girls have been amazing. I'd love to meet them one day. I know that we'd get along so well. I mean, right now it's just through emails. We just get to email each other, and we tell each other stories, we ask questions, and just look for some support from each other. And it really helps hearing support from people who actually understand what I'm going through, who know exactly what it feels like to pull out our hair and to not be able to stop, and to have all this pain from wanting long hair and wanting to stop pulling our hair. And so yeah, these girls have helped me a lot lately. I've only been in the group for a couple of days, so that's saying a lot that they've actually helped. But then again, I've only had Trick for known that I've had Trick for about 3 weeks, but I knew I'd been pulling my hair out since 3rd grade, so I don't know if that confuses you or not, but yeah. So, fidget toys. I have this thing. I don't even know what to call it, but it has these little like rubber thing maneuvers on it, and it gives me the pulling effect, so I can pull on something that's not gonna be permanent damage or temporary damage, whatever. I mean, it's permanent to me, but the only problem with this is that I've actually managed to pull one of those little doodad things off, so it's not the best thing, but it gets my hands out of my hair. So well, the hard part is when I'm home. I don't want to play with a fidget toy all the time. I mean, it gets boring. So I wear hats. And I have a lot of hats. And I mean a lot of hats. I mean, seriously, like, yeah. I don't wear them all, but I have options, so. I mean, my favorite one is this one. I don't know why I've trained it to be my favorite, or picked it, or whatever you want to say. But it is, and I think, I don't know, it's kind of a cute hat, so I can wear it like this when I go places, so that, because I pull from the roots, and if I can't get to the roots, I don't want to pull. But the only downside is that I have my hair sticking out, and so I can feel my hair, which starts to get the urges going, and so it's good for going out with my friends and stuff without them knowing too much, or catching on that I'm trying to avoid pulling my hair out. But when I'm at home, I take my hair out, and I pin it back. And now I can't get to any of my hair. And it's all up. So, I mean, I feel like I'm bald, but maybe it's this is what you're gonna look like if you keep pulling your hair out thing. So, it gets me through the day sometimes. But like I said, I mean, I want to pull my hair out. It's what I want to do. Maybe not what I know. It's confusing. I mean, I know I want to pull my hair out. That's what I want to do. But at the same time, I know I don't want to pull my hair out. So it's really confusing. But I mean, if you have Trick, you get it. So, I'm not gonna wear that for this because this way I can show you my spots. And my hair's a little frizzy. But anyways, my spots are really hard to see because I go on the underneath part, because I knew I didn't want people to see where I was pulling from, and then I also wanted a discreet area. I mean, what is this doesn't really look like I'm pulling. This kind of looks like I'm twirling my hair or something, or just kind of playing with it. I mean, it doesn't look like I'm pulling unless you know what to look for. So that's where I started pulling from. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna comment on like eyebrows and stuff, like this right here. I mean, it looks like I pulled, but I really don't. From right here, that's a chicken pox, and now the hair doesn't grow there. So I do occasionally, so I go like this for some reason, and I get a few, but it's not the same. And I do pull eyelashes occasionally, but again, it's not the same. My favorite is pulling my hair. I love to pull it. I don't know why, but I love it and hate it. So, my spots. Here, we'll start with this side. Okay. So, I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to see because I don't pull from one spot in particular. I kind of pull from all sorts of different spots, but there are places I prefer. If that makes sense. So, the places I prefer are kind of thinner than other places, but I'll show you. Okay, so I go up and under, so I have like here, and it's hard as hell, but all these little hairs right here, like, are what's growing back. So, little hairs. Okay, that's the okay side. The bad side is right here. And I know, again, it's going to be hard to see, but this is the easier side to get to because I pin my bangs this way. So it's bobby pins in the way, and I mean, it's kind of hard to dig for it. So this is just the empty side, and it's also my thinner side. One, because my hair is parted from this side over. This is my part, which means this side is already going to be thicker, but this is also the side I pull from. So right here. And all these little hairs right now are what's covering it up. And I have a lot of little hairs. Look at this. I have, like, let's see if I can pull them up. A lot. Like, look how thick that is. That's how much I've pulled. I mean, that's really sad. I've pulled that much. And this is what I pulled out at my boyfriend's house. That much. All the way down. I mean, it goes from here all the way down. Look at this. Like, I have a hole right here where hair should be, but it's just a hole. And so I go up, and this is my spot. Like, I love there. That is my spot, and no, I hate it, but I'm dealing. You know, I'm working on it, so hopefully it will stop. My third spot is, let's see if I can show you this. It's right there. Oh, can't tell this camera, but yeah, right here is my spot. And it's really easy to see. So I can get it morning light. It's really, really easy to see, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I try and tell myself don't pull from there because people can see that easier than right here. I mean, here you can like pin all the hairs down. I mean, now that I've been playing with it a lot, I mean, you can see all my hairs, and so. But when it's on the top of your head, there's not much you can do because it's on the top of your head. I mean, people are gonna see it. It's not something you can't comb it over. I mean, you could, but the objective is not to draw attention, but I mean, it's easy to see. It's right there. I mean, whenever I go to school, I'm always nervous someone's going to see it, someone's going to comment on it, someone's going to do something, and it scares me and it makes me want to cry at the same time. So yeah, but I lost control a couple nights ago when I started pulling, so now I have a spot to deal with. So it's kind of my punishment, but I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it, so. Okay, well, common questions. Does it hurt? It absolutely does not hurt. You feel it, yes, you can feel, you pull the hair out. I mean, obviously you can feel the hair, but it's not like a painful feeling, it's just a feeling. Like, I can tug on my hair all day, like I have a hard head, I guess, I don't know. Oh, and when I do that, you can see, look at that. Look at all this, what's left over. It's bad. It is so bad. But anyways, back to questions. What is it caused by? That's a lot of questions, or different answers for that question. I've read that it's a lack of neurotransmitters or some fancy words like that, but honestly, I don't really know. I just know I have it. I might take Prozac, but that is more an antidepressant because I got depressed and I have this and I have to deal with it. So, another common question I get is, why can't you stop? Why won't you just stop pulling your hair? And honestly, I don't know. I can't. Simple as that. I can't stop pulling. And right now, having my hands, my hair, you have no idea how much I want to pull it so bad. But I'm trying not to do so bad. But I know once I get off this video and I go and sit down and watch TV, I'm gonna start pulling it. Happens all the time. It's not preventable, but I'm working on it, so hopefully it'll get easier. And I know some other girls, they shave their head off, or not off, shave their hair, so there's nothing to grab onto. And I love my hair. I really do. I love doing my hair. I love doing other people's hair. I love my hair. And I hate that I have this because I love my hair so much. I pull out the one thing I love the most so that I can't have it anymore. I mean, that's horrible, but point is, I don't want it to get to where I have to shave my head. I mean, I'd cry. I just cut my hair to this length. They used to be long, but like patchy, and so I cut it so that it would. I mean, it's harder to see now because the hairs look kind of like more part of it, and it's harder to see now. But it's not helping. So, if anything, it makes it easier because now I don't have this long hair to pull out. Now it's just a little tiny hair to pull out. So I don't know what to do. But try and stop. That's all I can think of is just try. And I have. And these hats, they help, and the fidget toys, they help. But they don't stop it. So yeah. If there's anybody out there who just needs someone to talk to, get their story out, wants to know more about Trig, anything, I'm totally open to questions. I have no problem answering them. I'm very open about it now. It helps to talk to people. It really does. If you're shy about it, don't be. It's a completely common thing, I could say. I don't know. It's not really a normal thing, but don't be afraid to talk to someone. Friends, family, support groups, anybody. Me, if you want to. I'm totally open to it, and I know that getting help makes it a little bit easier to deal with instead of having to do this by yourself. So, if you have any questions or you want to talk or anything, just let me know. Leave a video response, comments, anything you want. Just, it's up to you guys. So, that's my story. So,